And this is a picture of my family, and got my beautiful wife Ingrid. Dayton is 12, Amelia is 10, Daniel is 6, and we were at the sand dunes up north over the summer, which was quite a hike up that first hill. We didn't make it the rest, but that's one of my goals, to do that someday. Let's see here. And so Solidity Mortgage Group is my company. So what's my why? I was in a near-death experience about, would it be going on 16 years now. So I was in a coma for 3 weeks and almost didn't make it out, but I did make it out, and it's a miracle. And that motivates a lot of what I do. I have a second chance at life, and I want it to count. So I really help people buy their dream homes and achieve their personal goals. And I go into that in my video. So here's some creative loans that I can do. And so of course I love the easy loans that, the 800 credit score, 20% down, been at their job for 5 years and make a ton of money and have no debt. So of course I love that. But the harder ones, so when you're a business owner, it's hard to prove income sometimes because you're deducting everything. So we can just look at their bank statements and only look at their deposits and use that for income. It's pretty creative. You can actually be technically unemployed and buy a house with me. All I need is a job offer letter that you will start a job in the near future. So that's kind of amazing that we got those deals done when someone's technically unemployed. We can do zero down loans, low credit score, no credit score loans, investor cash flow loans that only look at the income on the property and not the personal income of the person or of the borrower. That's pretty awesome. And even foreign nationals. So a lot of creative loans that we can do. And I'd like to, while I'm sharing my screen, let me go to, okay. All right. So here's my website, Jole Miracle Man. And if you want to watch my story, you can hear it there. I'm alive. So you kind of get you get the ending of it. Sometimes you're watching it and you're not sure if I make it out. But I encourage you to watch that. Here's testimonials that from past clients. If you want to know about the quality of my work. And I want to highlight this education tab. It links to my podcast, God and Money. But also if you are really technical and interested in learning, this is a 10-minute video where I really nerd out and get technical on technical trading and how to predict mortgage rates. But I go into how I saved my clients an average of $3,000 in just one day. And then if you click on the My Podcast link, it takes you here and to my Instagram, and I have all kinds of tips and tricks on here and other success stories. But yeah, feel free to browse that and get educated, because the more knowledge you have, the more successful you will be. And this website is something that I look at multiple times a day. It'll change every 15 seconds on what the markets are doing. It's close that. It's even right now, but just at the beginning of the call, we were down about 17 basis points, and now it's recovered since then. So I watch that, and I watch trends so I can lock in my clients' interest rates at the right time, therefore saving them, thousands of dollars. And here I can run a few analysis. This one is, what's the cost difference between buying a home or renting a home? So I picked a price of $225, which is getting close to the average now in Kalamazoo area. But $225 if you were to rent that house or buy that house. So this is what it looks at. And it goes into detail. I won't get too deep, but the cash flow difference over 9 years is just under $49,000. So you'll be paying more rent. If you were to rent that home and rent increases over time. This last year was really tough on rent prices. The average was 10% increase nationwide. So that's a big jump for people. Now, when you're buying a home, the mortgage itself stays fixed most of the time. And, all of my loans, I do fixed loans. But the taxes and insurance may go up really slightly. But you can see it's just barely an increase from year to year. It's $6 more per month from year 1 to year 2. However, if you own the home, you have to pay for maintenance, but it more than makes up for it in just the cash flow. Now, in addition to just monthly savings, your home over time goes up in value. So now in the past 12 months, it's gone up nearly 20%, which is just kind of an abnormal, really high amount. However, we're predicting in the future an average of 4.64%. So a pretty conservative average going in the future, but you'll gain $113,000 of equity in 9 years on that house. And then the other part is every time you make that monthly payment, if you're paying for rent, you're paying down your landlord's mortgage. But if you make your own mortgage payment, you're paying down your own mortgage. So you're going to get what's called amortization gain. So that means your loan balance is going down. So you'll pay off about $41,000 on that loan, and the net gain by buying a home is $179,000 almost in 9 years. So that's a lot of money. Buying homes is a great way to add to your net worth. The next thing I wanted to show you is if you already own a home, and this is based on a true story of a client of mine that I just closed 2 months ago. She was a psychologist and earned a lot of money, but also had a lot of debt. So she bought her home 6 years ago in November, around about $300,000, and that home has gone up quite a bit now to about $565,000 of value. But here she has a lot of debts. Here, let me undo. So this is how it started, where if she just refinanced, then she would save about $21 per month from one loan to the next loan. Whoop-de-doo, not a big deal. But if she was able to pay off these, this Target Visa for about $5,000, the MasterCard for $8,000, Discover, Best Buy card, a standard Visa card, and a Chevy truck, alimony you can't pay off, so that has to stay. But if she paid those off and used the equity to do that, then she would get over $1,700 of monthly savings. So that was incredible to be able to do that for her. I have about a minute left, so back to here. I wanted to tell you what my top referral partners are. So I would love introductions to real estate agents, because when they're trying to help someone buy a home, I can help them. Financial advisors. So financial advisors. A lot of times, if I could save someone $1,700 per month, then they can use that money to reinvest or invest into their retirement. I'm looking for property managers that manage homes, and also other loan officers, because loan officers from other banks are not able to do the types of loans that I can do, so oftentimes they'll be able to refer business and I can serve their clients. So the phrases for you to listen for when someone says, I want to buy a home, I'm having trouble buying a home, or I'm having trouble with this loan process, or I'm not qualified for a loan. So those are good referrals for me, because a lot of times I can help. And if a homeowner says, I need more money to fill in blank. It could be anything. I'm like an ATM machine. I can access that equity for them to do whatever they need to do. Or if they want to save money, you saw how I can help someone do that. And the best way to refer is to do a text introduction. That's usually the fastest. I can reach out and meet them and ask what their needs are. And this is one of my favorite quotes. It's from a famous person you may have heard of, Jesus. He said, "I have come that they may have life and have it to the full." And that's how I conduct my life and my business, and I try to help others do the same. Thank you.